Royal family alive. Harry making King Charles's life a misery and nagging him for years. Greetings from Royal Family Lud, my channel. Prince Harry has repeatedly nagged King Charles since losing his titles, according to royal writer Angela Levin. Prince Harry has reportedly been nagging his father King Charles ever since he had his military titles taken away, according to royal writer Angela Levin. Ms. Levin claimed that Her Majesty the Queen had made it clear that Harry couldn't have one foot in and one foot out if he wasn't going to be a working royal. The Duke of Sussex was appointed Captain General Royal Marines, Commodore-in-Chief of Small Ships and Diving, and Honorary Air Commandant of RAF Homington while doing 2 military tours in Afghanistan with the British Army. The titles were formally returned to the late Queen in February 2021, almost a year after Harry and his wife Meghan Markle had retired from their royal duties. King Charles personally assumed the position of Captain General Royal Marines and redistributed some of the honorific titles. Harry's profile page on the royal family website was changed in August to remove the HRH style feature for idle stop and start. King Charles personally assumed the position of Captain General Royal Marines and redistributed some of the honorific titles. Harry's profile page on the royal family website was changed in August to remove the HRH style. Learning there's a chance cybersecurity is simpler than you think. Computer security. Link sponsored by Taboola. Harry, according to Ms. Levin, was nagging his father, Sky News Australia reported. She declared, "It is so phony because you can't think that he understands what a true family is all about if he treats his own family so horribly. He has been bugging him for the past 3 years. He calls and requests an apology. He calls and requests more money. He simply calls to make his life miserable." As she arrived at the Invictus Games to join her husband in Dusseldorf, Germany, yesterday night, the Duchess of Sussex gave an impromptu address. The Duchess laughed with the crowd as she was a little late and called the Invictus Games an amazing event before Meghan and Harry made their appearance. The two spoke enthusiastically at the event's gathering of the competitors' friends and relatives. "I'm sorry I'm a little late for the party, but it's so special to be here," said Meghan, who was dressed in a black outfit. "It took me a bit longer to get our children situated at home and ready for drop-off. I recently arrived and am pleased to be here with all of you for the first thing I can do for Invictus after 3 milkshakes and a school drop-off. It's great and I've heard things have started out well thus far. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel." The Duchess referred to the participants and spectators as her Invictus family and expressed how thrilled she was to be a part of the occasion. Meghan made the trip from the Sussex's residence in California to the German city, where Harry had organized the athletic event on Saturday night for wounded service members and veterans. The pair made their first public appearance as a unit at the 2017 Toronto Invictus Games, where they were captured holding hands during a wheelchair tennis match. Meghan Markle's provocative remarks during Prince Harry's Invictus Games have tongues churning. At the Invictus Games in Toronto in 2017, Prince Harry made his first public appearance with then-girlfriend Meghan Markle, and his future wife made a strong fashion statement. Throughout their relationship, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have valued the Invictus Games. It's not only a cause near to their hearts, but it's also the place where they first made their relationship known to the world. Harry and his wife are currently together in Dusseldorf for the 2023 Olympic Games. Harry flew solo for the first few days of the event before his wife arrived yesterday. They last appeared together at Meghan's first ever Invictus Games in Toronto 6 years ago, when Harry chose that occasion to properly announce Meghan to the world as his girlfriend. The couple made their first ever public appearance together at the Games in the Canadian city, where Meghan was residing while filming the hit TV program Suits just over a year before they got married. They also went to a tennis event when Meghan's outfit choice caused a stir. She wore a clean white blouse created by her pal Misha Nanu with a pair of tattered blue denim, ballet flats, and white shirt. And when it became clear that the $185 top was indeed dubbed the husband shirt, everyone started talking about it. Many questioned whether the garment was a portent of things to come since Meghan and Harry weren't engaged at the time. According to the Daily Mail, Meghan may have been giving a subliminal hint that she won't be a single lady for much longer. The joyful pair clasped hands as they approached the court for their appearance, grinned, and engaged in small conversation. The two were reportedly thrilled with their first public appearance, which garnered international attention. At the time, a royal source remarked, "It was a calm, fun atmosphere for the competitors and their families, which was the most important thing." The couple went to Dusseldorf for the competition's official launch ceremony last year, where they met contest organizers, possible competitors, and friends and family of the athletes. Harry previously discussed their relationship's importance of the games with people. "The Invictus family is the only place you can feel more embraced and supported," he remarked. "We went out in public for the first time in an official capacity during the Toronto Games. We were dating at the time, so it was a lot to process, but luckily we were with the right community for it," he continued. 5 years later, we find ourselves in The Hague at the 5th Invictus Games as American citizens with 2 children. To have Meg by my side meant the world. I had always wanted to experience these amazing moments with someone special. Prince Harry jokes around with Gary Lineker in response to an odd royal claim. After a prominent fashion critic asserted that Gary Lineker clothes better than Prince Harry, the English football great was ready to make fun of the Duke of Sussex. The host of Match of the Day, Gary Lineker, made fun of Prince Harry on social media after a report described the divisive royal's sense of style as odd. The Duke of Sussex unhappily fell into the latter category in Direct Guy's article, which was published by The Telegraph. Guy selected the greatest and worst appearances of the summer from well-known figures. Guy was scathing in his criticism of the public persona Prince Harry chooses to adopt. The outspoken American said, "From what I can gather, when he needs to attend events and don military attire, those garments are stunning. They're superbly tailored, and I think Gives and Hawkes made them. The clothing appears to be simple, ready to wear while he is in these other settings. He obviously has access to every London bespoke tailor, so it's strange that he dresses in a way that makes me think he doesn't enjoy attending sittings because he doesn't want to be a part of that world." However, the headline of this article caught Lineker's attention since it stated, "Why Prince Harry's style is strange and Gary Lineker looks great." Guy waxes poetic about the former England international's appearance in the same article, despite he admits he is not familiar with Lineker or his work. "I have no idea who this is, but he looks great." Guy writes about the former Barcelona striker. "The brown Chelseas are a lovely touch. They add a bit of personal style, are a decent match for the suit, and are a tasteful touch. It's a lovely ensemble. His face also looks great in the frames of his glasses." Lineker was not going to pass up the opportunity to tell this tale to his millions of X, formerly Twitter, followers. He shared a link to the article along with his own amusing caption teaser for the royal, which read, "You've either got or you haven't got," followed by 2 laughing emojis. Lineker, who is frequently guilty of stirring up controversy on social media, was the target of some amusing retaliation from Scotland supporters on Tuesday night after England defeated Steve Clarke's team 3-1 at Hampden Park. Within 35 minutes, the Three Lions had a 2-0 lead, prompting Lineker to write on Twitter, "This is somewhat delightful." The remark infuriated the Scots, as was predicted and possibly even intended, and many of them were quick to respond. One responded, "Stick to the politics, Gary," likely alluding to Lineker's contentious answer to Swilla Braverman's proposal for migrant boats, in which he equated the rhetoric employed by Nazi Germany toward immigration. Another person commented, "Beat oh, Gary," while another person added, "It's only a friendly flower." When Meghan Markle eventually arrives with Harry at the Invictus Games, she apologizes for being late. In Dusseldorf, Germany at the competition, the Duchess of Sussex spoke to 1,600 contestants, friends, and relatives. Prince Harry attends the Invictus Games track and field competitions. With our free weekly lifestyle aided email, stay on top of the latest trends in fashion and beyond. I want to receive emails from the Independent with offers, events, and information. Check out our privacy notice. Meghan Markle apologized for being late in her first speech at the Invictus Games as she joined Prince Harry on stage. From the Sussex's family home in California, Ms. Markle spoke to 1,600 rivals, friends, and family in Dusseldorf. The Duchess called the Invictus Games as an amazing event as the couple made an appearance on stage. The two spoke enthusiastically at the event's gathering of the competitors' friends and relatives. She joked about bringing them milkshakes and delivering her eldest child to school before she left for Germany, admitting that she was late to the games and missed the opening days of the games to spend time with her 2 young children in Los Angeles. "I'm sorry I'm a little late for the party, but it's so special to be here," she added. "I had to take a bit longer to get our kids situated at home and ready to go to school. I just arrived a couple of hours ago after 3 milkshakes and a school drop-off, and I'm pleased that the first thing I can do for Invictus is here with all of you," she concluded. "It's incredible, and I understand that things are off to a wonderful start so far." The Duchess referred to the participants and spectators as her Invictus family and expressed how thrilled she was to be a part of the occasion. She remarked, "I'm incredibly proud to be a part of this Invictus family with all of you. I'm grateful for all of you here. I'd like to bring my kids to the games someday." On Saturday night, Harry gave the athletic competition for wounded service members and veterans its start. The Toronto Invictus Games in 2017 was the couple's infamous first public outing together. On Monday, wheelchair rugby player received a passionate embrace and a head kiss from Harry, the Invictus Games' founding patron. After Team US defeated the UK 21-13, he watched an 18 wheelchair rugby knockout tournament, awarding medals and interacting with players. Following a quick trip to the UK, where he participated in the Well Child Awards and paid a visit to St. George Chapel in Windsor on the anniversary of his grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, passing away, he will be attending the games. His wife stayed away. The two also took part in Beyoncé's Renaissance Tour's opening night in Los Angeles on September 1 and danced from a box at the SoFi Stadium. "King Charles is too busy to see Prince Harry, so I can't trust him." The royal family cannot trust Prince Harry enough to visit him, according to royal critic and author Angela Levin. Her remarks follow claims that King Charles II was preoccupied and unable to meet with his son when he called to pay a visit. Harry, who is still awaiting a ton of apology letters, is very unlikely to have been King Charles' choice, Ms. Levin said Sky News host Paul Murray. "If Harry had shown up, he could have spent the entire time demanding his way and then sold the dialogue to a television network."